से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी, वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ, बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
सद्गुणों की साधना
तारकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा, ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
Who knows yoga best? The answer lies in the esoteric teaching imparted by Bhagwan Shri Krishna as a response to Arjuna's vital question. On behalf of Geeta Parivar, I welcome you all to discover how Bhakti Yoga, or the yoga of devotion, has been sung by the Lord in the Upanishad, the science of Brahma and the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjuna. Seeking the Lord's presence among us and to ask the blessings of the Almighty, I invite Anju Garg ji, a social worker from Rishikesh, Agra, Uttar Pradesh. Also an MA in Sanskrit, English, B.Ed. She joined Geeta Parivar in November 2020 and is doing Seva as tech assistant and in L1 GC. She will lead us in the opening prayer. Welcome, Anju Didi.
जय श्री कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण। आप सभी को आज की प्रार्थना में शुरू करते हैं। वासुदेव वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंस चारूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरु, श्री कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरु। जय श्री कृष्ण। आप सभी को जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Anju Didi. Thank you. APJ Abdul Kalam rightly said, to succeed in your mission, you must have single-minded devotion to your goal. Let us pray for this grace to grasp the essence of the Lord's teaching as we light the lamp. I call upon Sujata Moril ji, a CBSE school teacher from Chandrapur University, a university topper in graduation, MA, B.Ed with Geeta Parivar since 2021. She has completed L4 and is now serving as a trainer in L1 and L2. Welcome, Sujata Didi.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Anju Didi, for that melodious prayer. We now thank you, Sujata Didi. The moment we have been waiting for has arrived. Let me introduce our main speaker of the day. She is one of our program coordinators and Geeta Pravina, Rupal Shukla. Pursuing an Advaita Vedanta course on Indian philosophy from Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapeeth, Kochi, in Gita Parivar since childhood, she is a disciple of Param Pujya Swamiji, founder of Gita Parivar. She is a very helpful person with a sharp mind and has learned by heart the whole Gita. It is a great privilege to welcome our very own speaker, Rupal Shukla Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Let's begin with the prayer. Sada Shiva Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. Jai Shri Krishna. Pranams to all my gurus from whom I have learned everything, the Gita, how to recite, how to understand the meaning, everything I have learned from them. So first, pranams to them. Firstly, I congratulate you all that we all have completed 10 shlokas of the 12th chapter. We are so fortunate, we are so blessed that we are getting this chance to read Gita, to spread this knowledge of Gita. In 18th chapter, the Lord himself said, 68th and 69th shloka, Yaimam paramanguyyam madbhakte shvabhidhasyati bhaktim mai parang kritva mame vaishyatya samshayaha nacha tasman manushyeshu kaschin me priyakrittamaha bhavita nacha me tasman anyah priyataro bhuvi Kaschin me priyakrittamaha. The Lord said, on this whole earth, whoever will teach Gita, whoever will read Gita, whoever will live Gita, that will be my most favorite. Krittamaha, the superlative degree Lord told here. So we are so fortunate, we are so blessed that we are getting this chance. There are so many people, they are wishing to learn Gita, but they're not getting even this chance. But we have got this chance. And on very first day, we were afraid that we would be able to recite the shlokas perfectly or not, or we can just chant the shlokas or not. We don't have any Sanskrit background. We never even spoke in Hindi. We don't understand Hindi. And how we would be able to learn the shlokas, Sanskrit shlokas? But Gita Parivar given us this belief that we can do this. And now, after 1 week of our registration, we have learned 10 shlokas, and we are so confident that we can complete our Gita now and be a Gita Vriti. Keep walking on this path and keep learning Gita, because we have got this chance, so we should take complete benefit of it. We are here to understand the meaning of Gita. We all know Gita, we all know this Arjuna, we all know Krishna, but there is much more to know. Everyone wants to know. If we say in Bhagavad-Gītā, all the questions answer is there. So we want to know what is there for us, and we should know. So, here 12th chapter, here we sometimes think that why we are starting with the 12th chapter. Why not from first chapter? Some people joined the group and they left. They thought they are sending the wrong chapter, 12th chapter. When they messaged us, they called us. We told them, no, this is level 1 pattern. We will teach you 12th and 15th chapter. So why we are starting with the 12th chapter? So the reason is 12th chapter is the smallest chapter in Gita. Only 20 shlokas. And again, the 15th chapter is the second smallest chapter. It is also having 20 shlokas only, just the meter difference is there. So, we are starting with the 12th chapter, because if we start with this chapter, after learning these 20 shlokas, we would be having that confidence that, yeah, we have completed 1 chapter and there are only 18 chapters. So, we can go further on this path. If we start with the first chapter, there are 47 shlokas. When we learn these 47 shlokas after first chapter, we will say, no, I can't do that. This is so long. So getting that confidence is important, that I can recite the shlokas perfectly. Yes, I can also learn Gita. That is the one thing. And then another thing is, this is Bhakti Yoga. The devotion of yoga. The yoga of devotion, this is Bhakti Yoga. If we are not having that much time, after learning this chapter, we would be so confident that yes, we have got this Bhakti part. This Bhakti Yoga we have learned. This yoga of devotion we have learned. So because this is Bhakti Yoga, we started with this so that if we are not having time after this chapter also, so we will be having that devotion with us. So we started with this Bhakti Yoga, the 12th chapter. This was the reason. Now, after completing 10 shlokas, we are gathered here to discuss and to know the meaning of 12th chapter, starting 10 shlokas. Now, whenever we start something, whenever we start reading our scriptures or anything, this is our Indian culture, that there is one nyaya in our scriptures, Ghatita buddhim prati ghataka jnanam karanam. What does it mean? It means if we want to understand something, we should know the components first. If I say the table is round, so how we would be able to know that what is table is round, this sentence means? So if we know what does the table mean, what is the meaning of table, and again what is the meaning of round, and why the is there. So if we know the meaning of all these 3 words, we would be able to catch the meaning of this sentence. So Ghatita buddhim prati ghataka jnanam. Ghatita buddhi means I have understood that. So Ghatita buddhim ghataka jnanam karanam, the components knowledge. So here also, when we are going to discuss, when we are going to know the meaning of 12th chapter, we should know the components first. So what are the components here? We all know that this Bhagavad-Gītā is the talk between Krishna and Arjuna. So here there are 3 components. First is Arjuna. Second is Geeta. And third is Lord Krishna, we all know. We already know all these three personalities and the Gita also, but still, there are some points we should know. Sorry. So there are some points we should be aware of that. Some hidden points might be you must be knowing that, but still, we can revise that. Revision is always better. So first we will start with Arjuna. Who is Arjuna? Whenever we get this name Arjuna, whenever we start thinking about Arjuna, we always think that Arjuna must be in his late 30s, having sweat on his forehead and so tense, so depressed, and he's like in depression, so stressed that I don't want to fight Krishna. I'm not gonna fight. He sat on the chariot. So we are thinking that Arjuna is like us. He is also stressed like us. He is also depressed like us, as we do. He is having sweat on his forehead as we do. So we are thinking Arjuna is like us. But the reality is Arjuna is not like us. Arjuna is 84 years so mature guy. 84-year-old, not in his late 30s. Arjuna never got defeated by anyone in his life. He won over thousands of battles. He even made satisfied Lord Shiva in Malla Yuddha. Malla Yuddha is wrestling. He satisfied Lord Shiva. He couldn't defeat him because he was Lord also. So he couldn't defeat, but still he satisfied him. Arjuna accepted curse from Urvashi, but he didn't accept her. That is a different story. We're not gonna deep into that. But he accepted that curse and became Brahmanala at the time of Agyatavasa. But never left his dharma, never give up his dharma. All the Pandavas spent 13 years in exile, but Arjuna spent 10 years more because he was following the dharma. Never give up the dharma. Arjuna got the name Gudakesha. What is the Gudakesha? Gudakesha means who has won over his sleep. And not by any Vardhana or something. He did so much tapas for that. Actually, he wanted divine weapons from the lords, Divyastras. So, he wanted to do tapas. And whenever he feels sleepy, that sleep disturbs his tapas. So, what he does, okay, now I'm not going to sleep. I will win over my sleep. So, he just selected one tree at the bank of the river. And that tree's branch was going in that river. So, that was the situation. What he used to do for 6 months, he repeated that cycle. He used to go and sitting on that branch. Whenever he feels sleepy, he falls down. Again, he goes back and sitting on that branch. And whenever he falls down, again he falls in that river. Again, he goes back, sitting on that branch, again feeling sleepy, again falling down. So this was happening. But after 6 months, Arjuna won over his sleep. So this is Arjuna. Arjuna is not like us. We are thinking, Arjuna went Sasharira Swarga with his body. No one could go there. Trishanku, one king was Trishanku. He wanted to go there. But he asked Vasishthaji. Vasishthaji just denied, no, I can't do that. He asked Vishwamitra, Rishi Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra said, okay, I will do that. So Vishwamitra sent him in that Swarga, in that heaven, and again Indra kicked him back. And he was hanged between the Swarga and Prithvi Loka. He was hanged between that. So that was the city of Trishanku. So no one can go Sasharira Swarga. But Arjuna went there with his tapas only. Not because he was the son of Lord Indra. No. He went Sasharira Swarga. He was so courageous. He was so good in making strategies. He never disobeyed the dharma. Arjuna did everything righteous only. He never got defeated by anyone. And now in this Mahabharata war, he is saying that no, Krishna, I can't fight. In 2nd chapter, he said, Sidanti mamagatrani mukhancha parishishyati vepathuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam sansate hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate nacha shaknomyavasthatum brahmativa cha me manaha. He is telling, Nacha shaknomyavasthatum. I am not able to stand Krishna. I can't fight. Arjuna has taken vow that if anyone will make me to put this Gandiva bow down, I will kill that person. And he himself is telling, Gandivam sansate hastat. My Gandiva is falling down from my hands. We can imagine that situation. Arjuna is telling this. Gandivam sansate hastat. Takchaiva paridahyate nacha shaknomyavasthatum brahmativa cha me mana. My mind is getting disturbed, Krishna. No, I can't fight. This is the situation of Arjuna, who has never got defeated by anyone. So mature. But he is having that depression. He is stressed. That is happening with Arjuna. This is Arjuna. Now, second is Geeta. We all know so much about Geeta. Yes, we are here to learn Geeta. You must have heard before, and we are learning also now. So, what is Geeta? Yes, it is the talk between Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna ji given Upadesh to Arjuna. But here, the Gita is the part of Mahabharata only. In Mahabharata, there are chapters called Parvas. So in Bhishma Parva, the Bhagavad Gita is written. And Vyasaji separated Bhagavad Gita from Mahabharata. And he presented 700 separate shlokas for us. So this is Bhagavad Gita. Vyasaji written very beautifully. Parthaya pratibodhitam bhagavata narayane swayam vyasena grathitam purana munina madhye mahabharatam advaitamritavarshinim bhagavatim ashtadashadhyayinim ambatvam anusandadhami bhagavad gite bhavadveshinim. Parthaya pratibodhita bhagavata narayanena swayam. The Gita is for Parthaya pratibodhita, to make him understand. For his knowledge, the Gita was told by Narayanena swayam, Bhagavata Narayanena swayam, by the Lord Narayan himself. The Gita was told. The Vedas are the main source of knowledge. But still the Vedas are the exhales of Lord. But the Gita is direct voice of Lord. He himself is speaking these mantras. These are not just shlokas, these are mantras. How much we chant, how much we learn this creates vibration around us. This gives us vibration, this gives that welfare. Because these are mantras, these are having that welfare. The gist of Vedas are the Upanishads, and the gist of Upanishads is Gita, and the gist of Gita is Sharanagati. And Sharanagati is the sar of the 12th chapter, the Bhakti Yoga. That's why we are starting with the 12th chapter. So this is Gita. Now the question comes, why Krishna ji told this Gita to Arjuna only? Why to not Duryodhana? Why to not Dushasana? Why to not anyone else? Why to only Arjuna? So in Shankar Bhashya, Bhagavan Shankaracharya wrote very beautifully, Gunadhikaihi grihitaha anushthiyamanascha dharmaha prachayangamishati. So, who's having many qualities? Who's having more qualities than others? Gunadhikaihi. Who's having more qualities? If anyone should be conveyed to them, that will be prachayangamishati. That will be spreaded. But who's not having gunadhikayi, who's not having so many gunas, if the thing is told to them, that will not go to prachayangamishati, that will not be studied that much. If Lord Krishna has told this Gita to Duryodhana, we must not have this book now to read it. But Arjuna, now how we are just justifying that and how we are judging that Arjuna is having so many qualities, gunadhikahi, why we are telling he is having adhika guna, more qualities? So in 16th chapter, Lord Krishna is going to tell this himself in 5th shloka. In level 2, you will be getting that 16th chapter to know. 5th shloka. Daivi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya surimata ma shuchas sampadan daivi abhijatosi pandava. So, O Pandava, O Arjuna, you are equipped with all these qualities. Ma shuchah sampadan daivim abhijatosi. Daivim abhijatosi Pandava. Actually, the 16th chapter started with 26 divine qualities. Abhayam sattva samshuddhir jnana yoga vyavasthitihi ranandamasya yagyascha swadhyayasthaparjavam ahimsa satyam akrodha tyaga shantirapayushunam daya bhuteshvalo luptam mardavam hira chapalan tejah kshamadhriti shaucham adroho natimanita. Till here 26 qualities bhavanti sampadan daivim abhijatasya bharata. Arjuna, you are already having these 26 qualities. You don't need to worry. Ma shuchaha. So here the Lord told Arjuna, you already have these qualities. Gunadhikaihi. Arjuna already having this. Arjuna did everything right, yes, only in his life. That's why he was so lovable to Krishna. So the Gita was told to Arjuna. Gunadhikai. The reason was Gunadhikai Adhikyatvat. He was having more qualities. This was the reason Arjuna got this knowledge, and making Arjuna Nimitta, Lord given this knowledge to us. So the Gita is the gist of Upanishads, this teeny tiny granth, only 700 shlokas, having all the answers of this entire word. Whenever you want to search, we can just open Gita and we can find our answer. If we have that belief, we will get that surely. So many great saints, so many scholars, whatever they found in Gita. If we have studied everything but not Gita, it's not done. But if we have studied Gita but not anything else, that is done. That's fine, because Gita is having everything. So just read Gita. We are not having so many years to read Vedas, to read Upanishads. That will take longer time. But if we read Gita, we know the Gita, we have got all the gist of all these scriptures. Gist of gists. There are 1800 authentic commentaries written over Gita. 1800, I'm not talking about translations. Bible is spread all over the world, but it is having 1300 translations, not commentaries. But Gita is having 1800 commentaries and authentic commentaries. If we count the number, not only authentic, So the number is of commentaries in lakhs. How many lakh people have written? 1800 is the authentic commentaries. Whoever we talk about, Mahatma Gandhi, Vinoba Bhave, Balagangadhar Tilak, Einstein, Shankaracharya Bhagwan, anyone we talk about, whatever they found best, they found in Geeta. Gandhiji used to say, Geeta Mata. Geeta is my mother. So this is Geeta, having 700 shlokas. Now, the Krishna. We all know Krishna very well. Actually, we know everyone. But yes, one point just I would like to tell about Krishna ji, Lord Krishna. We all know that he accepted the charioteer's role for Arjuna in this Mahabharata war. He was the charioteer for Arjuna's chariot. So, Arjuna asked him in first chapter, Senayor Bhayor Madhye Ratham Sthapayamechyuta. He just instructed him, hey Achyuta, just take my chariot in between both the armies so that I can see the opposite army also and I can see my army also. How much they have done the preparations and who is there, who is in my side, who is in the opposite side. Just ask, Senayor Ubhayoh Madhye Ratham Sthapayamechyuta. He asked Krishna. But here, what Krishna ji did? He didn't stop the chariot in front of Duryodhana and Dushasana. Arjuna was so eager to kill them. He was so angry on them, though. I will go and I will kill them. I will just take the revenge of Draupadi's insult. He was eager to kill them. But Krishna ji didn't do that. What Krishna ji did? Krishna ji took the chariot and stopped in front of Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitamaha. He stopped the chariot in front of them. Why he did so? Because he wanted to give this Gita Jnana for us. What is the connection? He stopped the chariot or whatever he did. Sorry. What is the connection there? So, Arjuna loves them so much. Arjuna is so lovable to everyone, each and everyone. Krishna loves Arjuna so much. Bhishma Pitamaha loves Arjuna so much. Dronacharya loves Arjuna so much. So now, why they are fighting from the Kaurava Paksh? Why not from the Pandavas? Because they were bounded from some pledge or they had taken the Sampatigya. So they will fight from Hastinapura only. So they can't go in Pandava's side. Even they knew they were right. So Arjuna loves them. When he sees Bhishma Pitamaha in front of him, Dronacharya is in front of him, his guru. Now what to do? I can't just use bow on them. I can't kill them. He got, no, I can't fight. Now mukhancha parishishyati ve pathusya sharire me roma harshasya jayate. We think our situation. If our family is in front of us and we love them so much, how we can do that? Arjuna was also so depressed. No, I can't do that. So difficult for me. But Krishna ji did all the operation there and he told the 700 shloki Gita. So he stopped the chariot in front of Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitamaha. When all the Pandavas and Kauravas had completed their studies, they needed to present that in front of all the members of that meeting. So everyone went there. Everyone was going and introducing themselves and just presenting what they have learned. So everyone gave a long introduction. I am Duryodhana. I am the king of this great kingdom Hastinapura. I am the son of the king Dhritarashtra. And like this long Mahavira, Mahabalashali, like this. They were telling long introduction. Everyone. But when Arjuna went there, what Arjuna told? I am Arjuna. the disciple of Dronacharya going to present what I have learned? Everyone was looking at him. Everyone was waiting. He must say something else, something else. But he just started. Oh, then Dhritarashtra stopped him. Wait, Arjuna. Don't you have any other identity? Dhritarashtra asked him. But Arjuna said, when I'm going to present my Vidya, I just have one identity. Who is my Guru? From whom I have learned this. I have only one identity. Dronacharya never taught the Brahmastra to his own son, but he taught that Brahmastra to Arjuna. Not even anyone else other than Arjuna. Arjuna knows the Brahmastra, but no one else. Bhishma used to wear white clothes like I am wearing right now. So Shweta Vastrani, he used to wear white clothes. So whenever all the Pandavas and Kauravas come back after playing, everyone is having so much dust. Bhishma loves Arjuna. Whenever Arjuna comes, he just takes him in his arms. Because when we love so much, we just love to hug them. So Bhishma always used to, whenever Arjuna comes, he used to take in his arms. Everyone asks him, you are wearing white clothes, you will need to change, you will need to wash and everything. So, okay, it's fine. But he can't stop himself without loving Arjuna. So everyone loves Arjuna so much. Krishna just stopped the chariot in front of Dronacharya and Bhishma intentionally that Arjuna will say that I can't fight and then I will give this Gita Jnana to him. Making him nimitta to everyone, and he knew that we will be sitting here and we will be just reading these shlokas and getting this meaning of Gita. He did that. Now, let's start with the 12th chapter. This was the preface, the Gita, the Krishna, the Arjuna. We got to know little bit about them. Now, the Bhakti Yoga. 12th chapter. We are starting from here. From 1st to 10th chapter, Lord explained the unmanifest Lord's worshipping. Nirguna Nirakara Brahma. In 8th chapter, Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Dhyatam Uchyate Bhuta Bhavo Bhavakaro Visargah Karma Sangitaha. So, he explained from 1st chapter to 10th chapter the Nirguna Nirakara Bhakti. Now in 11th chapter, ending 55th shloka, Mat Karma Krin Mat Paramo Mad Bhakta Sangavarjitaha Nirvaira Sarva Bhuteshu Yes Samameti Pandava. So he told this Saguna Sakara Bhakti, the manifest Lord's worshipping. Now Arjuna got confused that Lord, till 10th chapter it was fine that only Nirguna, the unmanifest Lord was there. Now he is telling about manifest Lord. So he got confused to whom I should worship. So he is just explaining his Shanka, what doubt he has now. In 12th chapter, 1st shloka, let's start. Evam satata yukta ye bhakta svam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktan teshanke yoga vittamaha. Arjuna is telling here, those devotees who are ever integrated, thus meditate on you. He is telling that Evam satata yuktaye. O Lord, O Krishna, the person who is ever integrated with you, satata yuktaha, always connected to you. Not I am just right now I'm thinking of Lord, but at next moment I will be forgetting him. No, not like that. Satata yukta. Here he told. So who are ever integrated with you and thus they worship you. Bhaktaha tvam paryupasate. They worship you paryupasate. Ye chapi aksharam avyaktam paryupasate. We will just connect that word here also. So who worship this akshara Brahma? Avyakta Brahma. So what about them? Who is the better knower of the yoga here? Who is better? He is asking. His question is. But be careful. This question is not about the Lord. That unmanifest Lord or the manifest Lord is there, because we are not having that. We are just having limited mind. We can't think of that. Which Lord is that? No. Unmanifest is best or the manifest is best. No, we can't think that. He is confused between the ways, because we have both the ways. Bhakti Marga is also there to reach to the God, and the Jnana Marga is also there to reach to the God. Now, why we want to reach to the God? What is the need there? We are just enjoying our life. We are living here and we are coming on this earth. We are having the bungalow also, car also, wife also. We are just enjoying our life. What is the need to get that happiness? Actually, our ultimate goal is to get happiness only. Why we all are doing all this? Why we are doing job to get money? Why we are getting money? Whatever we want to do, we will be doing that. And we will be getting happiness only. For happiness, I am doing everything. All the studies, marriage, and the children, the money, everything we are doing for happiness only. In 15th chapter, the Lord said, Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. So in 15th chapter, the Lord said, Mamaivamsho jiva loke, my portion only living on this earth, being jiva bhutaha, being jiva, being this human body, this human. Lord is telling you are my portion. So we ultimately know that we are the portion of Lord only. And we want happiness. That is one aspect of life, getting happiness. Okay, our life is dependent on that, getting happiness. So our Swarupa, our real Swarupa, that oneself, the Lakshana of that, the characteristic of that oneself is Satchidananda Rupa, Ananda Rupa. Our self is just that Ananda Swarupa only, complete ultimate happiness. So if we want to get happiness only, so for all the time, why to just struggle for all the life? Try to and strive to get that Lord. Start walking on that path. You see, you can just differentiate seeing two person. One is worshipping and one is not worshipping. Who's worshipping, their mind will be so calm. They will be having so peace, because how much we are near to the Lord, because they are having that Ananda Swarupa. I mean, that will be reflected in me also. I will be happy. So how much we walk on that spiritual path, how much we start reading Geeta, how much we start getting that Lord and meditating that Lord, we start being happy automatically. How it happens? Because if there is bulb, if there is light, I will go near to the light, I will be shining. That light will reflect on my face. The same principle applies here. The Lord is Satchidananda Swarupa. How much I go near to that, that happiness will be reflecting in me. I will be happy. So ultimately, I want happiness only. So try to get that unbreakable happiness. By that kshanik, that momental happiness, that will be destroyed. But this is not going to destroy. So here Arjuna just put his doubt, that I am having that doubt, that which way is better? Who is the better knower of the yoga? The Saguna Sakara Bhakta or the Nirguna Nirakara devotee? What is best? Manifest worshipping or unmanifest worshipping? So Lord Krishna now going to speak for long. This was awaited and we were wishing what Krishna ji will say here, because he explained both the ways. So in second shloka, he is telling, Śrī-Bhagavānu vāca Mayyāveshya mano ye man nitya yukta upāsate Shraddhaya parayopetāste me yukta tamāmataha. The Lord is telling here Mai aveshya mano ye man nitya yukta upasate. The Lord said, those whoever integrated with me and possessed of supreme faith, Mai aveshya mano ye man nitya yukta upasate. Mai aveshya. Aveshya is the word of avishta. Avishta means fixing. So Mai aveshya, Mai means into me. So Lord is telling, who has fixed their mind into me and they are possessed with supreme with Mai aveshya mano ye nitya yukta upasate. They are just worshiping me with supreme faith. Mai aveshya mano ye man nitya yukta upasate. Upasate means worshipping, and nitya yukta ever integrated. We are always connected, always worshipping that Lord. Not every time in 24 hours I am how much I can. That will be done by me only. So nitya yukta upasate. Shraddhaya, with faith. Not I'm sitting there and I'm just worshipping the Lord because my mother told me and I'm worshipping. I don't have any feeling for the Lord, but yeah, I'm told to do this. That is also good. You don't think that that is not good. That is also good. Doing something is better than nothing. I will be doing that. After some time, the bhakti will start coming into me. If I don't get that feel for the Lord, but still I am told to sit and do worshipping, yes, it's totally good. It's totally fine. Because when we will be sitting there, we will be seeing that Swarupa, we will be getting that happy. We can just experience that. So that is also good. But nitya yukta upasate, shraddhaya, having that faith. These are the bhakta lakshanas. Who's bhakta? Who's having shraddha? Shraddhaya parayoho. Petaha. Paraya, with paraya shraddha, with supreme faith. Shraddhaya parayo petaha. Taha. Te me yukta tamamataha. They are always integrated with me, Krishna. These are considered by me. And highest among the yogins means these are the better knower of the yoga. Te me yukta tamamataha yukta tama. He told they are the best yogis. Now, Lord explained from 1st chapter till 10th chapter the Akshara Brahma Sarupa, that unmanifest Lord. Now he is telling the best is Saguna Sakara Bhakti, the manifest Lord worshipping. What is this? How he is telling that? So we'll just take one example. If I ask some children to just calculate 3 plus 3, okay. If I ask some elder person, okay, they will be calculating, yeah, 3, 3, 6, 6. Very easy, okay. Some children who just have started studying, one will be counting with fingers, 1, 2, 3, then again 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will count with fingers. One person will be taking pen and that putting that lines 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, total cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 lines. Total is 6. One person will be taking abacus. One person will be taking calculator to calculate that. And one person will be taking laptop or phone or anything. That doesn't matter. What is best for them? I can't say that fingers are best for you or pen is best for you or you can just do abacus and you can just use the mind. No. It depends on what is for them. Where they are comfortable, what is easy for them. What is easy and where they are comfortable. They can easily do that. That is the best for them. So Lord also told here, this is Saguna Sakara Bhakti is best for you. Why? Not because it is giving more fruits, but Lord is so merciful. He always take care of us. He's saying this is best because this is easy. If we want to do this, we can do this easily. But if you want to do that manifest worship, that will be difficult for us. Lord will tell in further shlokas. So he is telling, This is easy, that's why this is good. So now what about the Nirguna Nirakara Bhaktas? Because this is possible, that's why this was described. And now what about them if it is easy and it is best? And so everyone will start doing this only. What about them who are worshipping that Akshara Avyakta Brahma? Telling, wait, you just listen, I'm going to tell you. So from third shloka, he is going to explain those people. Yes. Ye tvaksharamanirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gamachintyancha kutasthamachalaಂ dhruvam. Here, the Lord is explaining that Akshara Swarupa. Ye tu Aksharam. Now, to whom we should call the Nirguna Nirakara. So, he is telling some characteristics. Aksharam, which Akshara means which is always decreasing. That is Kshara, and which will never be destroyed. That is Akshara. So, ye tu Aksharam, Akshara Brahma. Second is Anirdeshyam. Anirdeshyam means, Nirdesha means indicating something. Anirdeshyam means I can't indicate that. I can't show that. If someone asks that, who is Brahman? Who is Nirguna Nirakara Brahma? What is this Nirguna Nirakara Brahma? So how I will tell them? No, I can't tell. I can't tell them that Brahman is like this, Brahman is like this. If someone asked that, how is this that book, Panchapadika book or any book? So I will just show them that cover looks like similar to this book. That will be having this heavy book and red color. So I will be indicating something. But if I want to tell how is the Brahman, I can't. Anirdeshyam, I can't indicate about that. Anirdeshyam. Avyaktam. In Upanishads, there is one definition for Avyaktam. Avyakta means which is not visible. I can't describe it. Vyakta is I can describe it. My watch is visible, my badge is visible, my specs are visible. So everything is visible. So this is Vyakta. But Avyakta, which is not visible, I can't describe that. Avyaktam. So in Upanishads, there is one definition. Yat chakshusha na pashyati, yena chakshumshi pashyati, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, nedam yadidam upasate. Yat chakshusha na pashyati, that can't be seen through our eyes. But yena chakshumshi pashyati, but our eyes get the power from that only to see everything. My ear is getting power from that Brahman to hear everything, to listen everything. My eyes are getting power. My body is getting, everything is getting that power from that Nirguna Nirakara only, that unmanifest, that Almighty. So I can't describe it. Yet chakshusha na pasya, that can't be seen, but my eyes get power to see everything from that only. Yena chakshumshi pashyati. Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. You understand? That is only Brahma. Nedam yadidam upasati. So that is Brahma. Definition there. Nirguna Nirakara Brahma. So avyaktam paryupasati. Sarvatra gamachintyancha kutasthamachalaಂ dhruvam. Sarvatra gama. That is omnipresent. That is everywhere. If anyone asks, where is the sky? So sky is everywhere. Because sky is just nearest to the Brahman. I will tell this hierarchy also and these sequences also in further explanation sessions of this Gita. That will be discussed later also. So I am not going so deep because that will make some difficulty to understand everything. So we will be taking Upanishads and we will be taking Gita, all the meanings. So we will be making it easy and we will be going in these steps further. So this is Sarvatra Gama. this is omnipresent. This is present everywhere in each kana. When Hiranyakashipu asked, your Lord is in this pillar also? Yes. Prahlad said, yes, he is. Okay. So he took his gada and he just put over there. Oh, Narsingha Bhagavan came there. Narsingha Bhagavan ki jai. So, Lord is everywhere, in each kana, in each point. Lord is everywhere. Sarvatra Gama. Achintyam. We all know this fact that we can just imagine the things we have seen before. Whatever we dream, whatever we just imagine, we must have seen that before. So that is chintyam. Chintanam means thinking of something. So we can only think of something when we have seen that before also. But Brahma is achintyam because we never have seen him. Seen this Brahman. We never seen that Almighty. We never seen that Supreme Lord. So that is achintyam. We can't think of that. How it looks like. If you want to meditate, do meditation of that Nirguna Nirakara, so everyone will just suggest you don't see anything. You keep focusing on that blank, shunya, nothing. So that is Nirguna Nirakara. So that is nothing. Achintyam. Kutastham. In our scriptures, Kut word is famous for Maya also. So Kutastha means the adhisthana, the cause of that Maya. Maya is because of that Maya only we are able to see everything. This everything is visible, everything, this prapancha is there. The Advaita Vedanta Siddhanta is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Only Brahma is Satya and Jagan Mithya. This is just illusion created by that Maya. And Maya is the power of that Brahma. So that's why that Kutastha, the adhisthana of that Maya. And one more meaning is never changeable. Kutastha, never changeable. Not having any part, not having any side, just stable. Achalam, immovable. This doesn't move because this is Sarvatra Gama. This is present everywhere. So if I am everywhere, I am here. So I can just walk 2 steps and I can just change my place. But Brahma is everywhere. How it can go from one place to another? It can't go. That's why Achalam, Dhruvam, eternal. Because it is everywhere, it is Achalam, that's why it is Dhruvam, eternal. It will be, it was there, it is here, it will be there. Eternal. Now 4th shloka is connected to this only. But 4th shloka is very beautiful. Let's see that. Sanniyam yendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Sanniyam, here the quality of told of that person, that Jnana Yogi. And also the shloka is very famous and this is also referred for volunteers. Whoever is volunteering, whoever want to serve. So many things are told here. Let's discuss one by one. 4th shloka. So here in 1st quarter, there are 4 quarters in one shloka. 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So in 1st quarter, Sanniyam Mendriya Gramam. This is Achara Samhita. How we should live. 2nd quarter is telling us our drishtikon, our vision. Sarvatra samabuddhayaha. 4th is Sarvabhuta hite rataha. This is what we need to do. Sarvabhuta hite rataha, the welfare of everyone. And 3rd quarter, te prapnuvanti mameva. Here the phala is told, the fruit of that. So, te prapnuvanti mameva, they will get me only. Lord is telling. So first is Achara Samhita, second is the Drishtikona, the vision, and third is the Kar, what we should do, what the work we should do, and the third quarter is indicating that Phala, what is the fruit of this. So Sanyamendriya Gramam, it means having restraint all over our senses, all the indriyas, our eyes, these are the Jnana Indriyas, the senses of knowledge, the eyes, the ear, the skin, these are this jiva, this tongue, these are the senses of knowledge, this nose, these are the senses of knowledge. And there are senses of action also, this mouth, hand, leg, genitals, and rectums. So these are the 10 indriyas, these are the 10 sense objects. So here is saying Sanyamendriya Gramam. Indriya means one indriya, eyes or ear, anything we can refer. But Indriya Gramam, Gramam means that group. So in Sanyamendriya Gramam, having control over all these indriyas. Sanyam, not only niyam means controlling over, but sanyaman means very well controlled. Not this time I will control, next time I will not control, next time I will try, after 1 hour I will again continue, right now I want to eat jalebi, I will not continue. No, not Sanyamendriya. This is our living should be. So Sanyamendriya Gramam, controlling all over the indriyas. Sarvatra Samabuddhaya, having everywhere equal eye. There is no jat path, there is no bhed bhava, there is no partiality. Sarvatra Samabuddhaya. But be careful. There is one concept in our scriptures. Samavartana, Samadarshana. Samadarshana means seeing everyone equal. Samavartana means not just behaving same with everyone. You see, with dog, we can have Sarvatra Samabuddhaya. I can see, yes, he is also having that self only. He is also having that Lord in his heart only. So he is also that jiva, that being only, living being only. So I will be having that drishti. Yes, I should have karuna daya for him. But I can't do samavartana with him. I can't call him to sit and eat in my plate. That is samavartana. Okay, you come and eat with me. Okay, you are my lovable dog. No, this is samavartana. Samavartana is not important. Samavartana should not be done. Samadarshana should be done. I will be seeing everyone equal. This is Shastra Viruddha. If you call one dog and okay, come eat with me. No. This is samavartana. Be careful here. So Sarvatra Samabuddhaya. Te prapnuvan. They will get me only. Who are doing the welfare of everyone, Sarva Bhuta Hiterata, who are always busy in the welfare of everyone. Sarva Bhuta Hiterata, welfare of everyone. Here it is told, yes. So let's see the 5th shloka. We need to go a little faster. Now in 5th shloka, Lord told why I told in 2nd shloka briefly that yes, this is good. So let's see. क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते. Here he told क्लेशः अधिकतरमस्ति तेषाम्, whose klesha means the struggle will be more for them who are worshipping the unmanifest Lord. क्लेशो अधिकतरमस्ति तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्त चेतसाम्, who are worshipping that avyakta Brahma, who are worshipping the avyakta Brahma, the klesha, the struggle is more for that. Yes. Avyakta hi gatir dukkham, avyaktasakta chetasam. The trouble is more for them, tesham avyaktasak, whose minds are set in the unmanifest, who are always thinking of that unmanifest, who are just meditating that unmanifest. The klesha adhikataramasttesham avyakta sakta, avyakta asakta chetasam. Asakta chetasam means the mind is fixed in avyakta. Avyakta asakta chetasam avyakta hi gatihi dukkham. That unmanifested that goal is for pain, and that is difficult by getting dehabadhi avapyate. Avapyate means getting, attaining that. So this reaching that unmanifest is difficult for dehabadhi, for these embodies like us. This is difficult to get that. That's why Lord told in brief that getting that the Saguna Sakara Bhakti is easier than the Nirguna Niyakara Bhakti. So that was easy because of that is that was best because that is easy, not because this is giving more fruits. Now from the 6th shloka, Arjuna is telling this is difficult. Saguna Sakara is also difficult. Fixing, always thinking of Lord, meditating that Saguna Sakara Bhakti with all the ways I'm worshipping that to Brahman only. That is also difficult. So here Arjuna told, Arjuna was having some confusion on how to do this. So Krishna ji just observed that actually Arjuna will do whatever Krishna says. This is Gita is for us, not for Arjuna. Arjuna is a devotee of Lord Krishna. He accepted Krishna, weaponless Krishna, not the army, Narayani Sena. So Arjuna is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Whatever Krishna says, he will do that. But Krishna wanted to tell Gita for us. That's why everything is just we are imagining. Arjuna is having that confusion. Now Lord is going to clarify, and he is going to give so many ways to us about this. Let's see 6th shloka. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matpara ananye naiva yogena mandhyayanta upasate. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha. The Lord is telling, for those who dedicate all the actions to me and hold me as their supreme self. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha. They dedicate all the actions to me and matparaha. They hold me as their supreme self. Ananyena iva yogena. With ananya yoga, O Lord, there is no one other than you for me. You are only. Mere to girdhar Gopal dusaro na koi. So only Girdhar Gopal is mine. So Lord, other than you, there is no one for me. This is Ananya Yoga. Ananyena iva yogena mandhyayanta upasate. Lord is telling. So, ye tu sarvani karmani, who just dedicate all the karmas to me and send matparaha, behold me as your supreme self. Only I am the supreme for them. Ananyena iva yogena, oh Lord is only for me. Ananya yoga, I will be worshipping that Lord. Man dhyayantu upasate. And Ananya yogi should be careful that if I am worshipping any other Lord also, there is no problem. But still, whenever we worship that, we should have the image of our Lord. We can have our image, but we should not say, okay, no, my is Shankarji, I can't pray Vishnuji. No, not like this. Worshipping Vishnuji is also thinking that, yes, Shankar is there. Worshipping Shankar. Thinking that is the Ananya Yoga. Ananyena imam dhyayanto upasate. They just meditating on me with the exclusive devotion. Man dhyayanta upasati ananya yogena. This is exclusive devotion. This was one way. You just dedicate all the karmas into me. Looking so easy, but Arjuna is still confused. It is because this is not easy doing anything, and I will just say, okay, Lord, I'm just dedicating this to you. No, not easy. So let's see 7th shloka. Lord is giving, okay, you wait. What will happen if you just dedicate all the karmas into me? Teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha maya veshita chetasam. To those whose minds are set into me, teshamaham. My aveshita chetasam. First we need to understand this meaning. My aveshita chetasam, whose chetasam means that mind, whose minds are connected into me, integrated in with me. Tesham, for them, what I do? Samudharta. I just make them to cross this ocean of samsara, the ocean of birth and death. I make them to pass this. Bhavamina chirat partha. I just make them to pass this ocean of samsara. I become that the person, and I will take them in my boat, and I will make them to pass this river, pass this ocean. Lord is telling, if you dedicate all the karmas, but okay, difficult now, I will confuse. This is so tough. Krishna ji is telling another option. Mayyeva manadhatsva may buddhin niveshaya nivasishyasi mayyeva ataurdhanna samshayaha. Okay, maya aveshya manoyemam. Whatever we think with the buddhi. Whatever if we love anyone, we love with that mana, with that mind. So Lord is telling, whatever you think only me. If you want to love someone, you love only me. That's why he's telling mana and buddhi both. Mayyeva mana adatsva may buddhin niveshaya nivasishyasi mayyeva atordvanna samshaya. There is no doubt, Arjuna. If you just dedicate all, you just fix your mind and your buddhi both into me. If you fix both mind and buddhi, your intellect, if you set your mind, then nivasishyasi mayyeva atordvanna samshayaha. They will get me only. There is no doubt, Arjuna. No doubt, they will be living in me. They will be dwelling in myself alone. Nivasishyasi mayyeva. They will be alone dwelling in myself. There is no doubt. So Lord given one more option. If you can just dedicate all the karmas. If you can't do that, okay, you just fix your mind and your buddhi into me. Where that is not possible, Lord will give so many options, many more options. But that we will see in the next session from 9th shloka, because we are running out of time. So we have seen these 8 shlokas. Just practice and try to understand how Lord Krishna is giving these answers to Arjuna, trying to make him ready for the yuddha, for this war. Okay, be ready, get out of that depression and leave that everything. So Lord is telling these options. So we have seen so many options. There are many more that will be taken in next session. So we will join in next session, and we will see the further shlokas of this 12th chapter. By the time, just keep our mind calm, and we will do 2 minutes Nama Sankirtana. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. Gopala Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Jai Shri Krishna.
Vishulji, please unmute yourself.
Better?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Thank you, Rupal Didi, for your heartwarming interpretation. Especially all the beautiful stories you told us about Arjuna and Shri Krishna and even the Geeta. It's very, very helpful for all of us. It's another great, now Didi, we will have the question and answer session. All those of you who would like to ask questions, please raise your hands and we shall be happy to call you to put forward your questions.
If anyone is having any question, just raise your hand and switch on your video so that we can spotlight you and you can directly ask your questions.
Rakesh Garg.
Yes, Prakash ji, please unmute yourself.
So, madam, what is the meaning of this Nachirat Partha? Nachirat.
Means you will get immediately.
Seven-
Nachirat. Immediately you will get it.
Nachira.
Yes.
So which
Nachirat
word
means immediately. Not, you will not take gap, you will not be taking some time. You will immediately get that.
Okay.
Nachirat Partha.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Now Ashu Bhaiya is with us, Dr. Ashu Goyal ji. He is Vice President of Geeta Parivar and the Program Director of this Learn Geeta program and Vice President of Geeta Parivar. He is also my mentor. Whatever I have learned in Bhagavad Gita and in my life, I have learned just because of him only. So we have his time here. He is so busy, but he is getting some time for us and he is joining our session. We welcome you, Ashu Bhaiya. We will start question answer session. You can take benefit of Ashu Bhaiya. He is with us. He will be answering your questions. Yes, Neha Vyas ji, please ask.
Didi, just want to check means how we can remember all those things, because you taught us very well, we understood everything, but how we can remember these things?
You don't need to remember, you can listen to it again and again on the YouTube. It is always available. So there is a website, vivachan.learngita.com. On that website, you can go and learn, see this old Vivachan also. The WhatsApp group also have that YouTube link of this session. You can watch it again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Kulteji, please unmute. आपको unmute करना होगा सर.
Sir, I wanted to ask one question, sir. Why Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, Arjuna Charya stopped in front of Bhishmacharya and Dronacharya?
If you really want to know, come to the first chapter, Vivachan. I will do it tomorrow, start it tomorrow. And the real reason is Krishna is the real doctor. And he knew that if he took this chariot in front of Duryodhana or Dushasana, this Arjun could never say that I will not fight. But Krishna knew that what is the Arjun's problem. He is mohagrasta, he is in the dark. And Krishna, expert doctor, when you take some injury to doctor, sometimes doctor says, no, we will not operate it. Let it go more bad. Isko pakao. And he bend it with some ointment that it will go bad. Then only we can operate it. Now it is not fully grown. It is little grown. Let this problem grow up. And when it will grow up, then we will operate it. So Krishna did the same. He grown up the problem. He took the chariot in front of the Bhishmacharya and Dronacharya, so that Arjuna get completely devastated. Oh, I cannot fight. It is not possible for me to fight. If he goes to the Duryodhana or Dushasana, it was not going to happen. But Krishna wanted it to happen.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, I've got a suggestion.
Yes.
Where we are listening. Prakash Chandra Sahuji.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, this has been an excellent session in getting to know the nuances of each sloka. This small, I have got a suggestion in the sense, I did not know earlier that this Aksharam Anirdesham such a long word, but when it is done like this 2 plus Aksharam Anirdesham, it becomes very easier to know the meaning. So my suggestion is that can you provide us this Sandhi Vichedam?
No, you see, I understand. I understand what you want to say.
Yeah.
I understand what you want to say, and let me answer you.
Another word, Sarvatra Gam Achintyam. Sarvatra Gam.
I got your query. Let me answer, Prakashji. this Sandhi Vichhed, you can find a Anvaya Gita Pustak from Gita Press. It is available there. So what we are providing here at Gita Parivar, which is not available anywhere else. There are so much literature available. What will be the use if we publish the same literature from the Gita Parivar's name? We want to teach you something which is not available anywhere. If you want to learn this pronunciation class, you will not find it anywhere in India, in the universe. So what we are trying to make the difference, that we are doing whatever is missing. Whatever is already available, why to waste energy in that? You can go in Gita Press book and you can find it on the Anvaya Gita. So you can buy it.
So what is the name of the book, sir?
Anvaya Gita. Anvaya Gita. Okay. So it is published in the Gita Press in English, Hindi, Marathi, in every language. You can find it there easily.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank
you. Rakesh ji.
नमस्कार भाई साहब, मैं ये जानना चाह रहा था कि अभी बहन जी बता रही थी कि भगवान जो है वो कन कन में विराजित हैं, लेकिन मुझे ऐसी जानकारी है थोड़ी बहुत ही जितनी है कि कंकर पत्थर में यदि भगवान को हम कहते हैं कि कन में है, कंकर पत्थर में है, तो हम भगवान को गाली दे रहे हैं। तो मैंने ऐसा सुना है, मैं एक दो जगह जैसे जाता था।
जिसने भी कहा वो अनाड़ी पने की बात कही, वास्तविकता में
पने की बात के बारे में
मेरी बात पूरी सुने। वास्तव में कंकड़ पत्थर में भगवान है ऐसी बात नहीं है। कोई भी वस्तु, परिस्थिति, संसार में गोचर दृश्य ऐसा है ही नहीं जो भगवान से रिक्त हो, क्योंकि भगवान ही एकमात्र वस्तु है, उसके अलावा कुछ है ही नहीं। कोई भी अन्य सत्ता, दूसरा कुछ है ही नहीं जो भगवान से अतिरिक्त हो। तो जो भी अच्छा देखते हैं, बुरा देखते हैं, ये गीता में भगवान ने कहा सत असत, जो कुछ भी अच्छा बुरा, जो कुछ भी संसार में दृश्य गोचर है, सब कुछ मुझसे ही व्याप्त है। तो भगवान वो कंकड़ में है ऐसी बात नहीं है, वो कंकड़ ही भगवान है, भगवान के अतिरिक्त कुछ है ही नहीं। वो पेड़ भी भगवान नहीं है, नदी भी भगवान नहीं है, मैं भी भगवान नहीं हूं, कुत्ता भी भगवान नहीं है, वो मल भी भगवान नहीं है। भगवान के अतिरिक्त जब कुछ है ही नहीं तो दूसरा कहां से कुछ आएगा? ये तो वो लोग ऐसा कहते हैं जिन लोगों ने अभी ठीक से बात को समझा नहीं है, जिनको लगता है भगवान की सत्ता कुछ अलग है, शैतान की कुछ सत्ता अलग है, ये संसार की सत्ता कुछ अलग है। ये अलग अलग करके एको ब्रह्म द्वितीयो नास्ति शास्त्र कहता है, तो एक ही ब्रह्म है, दूसरा कुछ है ही नहीं। जब दूसरा कुछ है ही नहीं तो लाओगे कहां से?
भाई साहब, मुझे जो है ना एक बार इनके ब्रह्मा कुमारीज में जाने का अवसर मिला था।
अरे ये मत जाया करो आप, दोबारा कभी जाना भी मत, बस आगे की बात करें।
उनके विश्व के अंदर कितने सेंटर्स हैं, उनको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया रिकॉग्नाइज करती है।
विश्व के अंदर उनको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया रिकॉग्नाइज जरूर करती होगी, लेकिन हिंदू धर्म का कोई शंकराचार्य रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं करता। ठीक है ना, हमारे लिए अथॉरिटी शंकराचार्य, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया नहीं। When we talk about dharma, ठीक है ना?
थैंक यू भाई साहब, थैंक यू।
जय श्री कृष्ण। श्रीशा जी प्लीज अनम्यूट। Shrisha ji, if it's there, no, she is not here, I think. Rishita ji is, yes, better. Rishita, unmute please, yes.
Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yes, you can speak.
Sir, actually today's interpretation class is quite bit fast, sir. So the above to the slokas, some of the slokas we are unable to understand.
You can watch it again on the YouTube.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anika?
Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna, beta. Follow.
Sir, I have a question. Besides Arjun, who else was there who was listening the Bhagavad Gita when Krishna ji was explaining it? And second of all, how long did Krishna ji take to explain it?
It is said that Hanuman ji was there on the flag. He listened to whole Bhagavad Gita. This Sanjaya, who had this Divya Drishti, he listened to Bhagavad Gita. And Vedavyas Bhagwan, when he wrote Mahabharata, he also listened to the Bhagavad Gita. So these are the Bhagavad Gita listeners you asked about. Another question you asked the timing about. So when we remember this whole Bhagavad Gita, the whole Bhagavad Gita can be read in the 40-45 minutes. So most of the learned Vidwans, they believe that it is a conversation of 40 to 45 minutes.
So what is the old Bhagavad Gita and the new Bhagavad Gita? What's the difference?
There is nothing like that.
Okay.
It is not a Bible, Old Testament and New Testament. There is only one Bhagavad Gita. Okay.
Okay.
Savita ji.
Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Sir, there is a request and the suggestion also. Why don't we start the Gita as a compulsory subject in India, in schools also?
We are trying for it, and now the government is also imposing it. Gujarat has implemented it already. Karnataka is also announced. Rest of the states will do in time.
Sir,
Now
in
the
foreign countries it is
after 70 years, we have the government of our purposes and our thinking. So now they will do.
We also want to learn Bhagavad Gita in the schools and colleges as a compulsory, very compulsory.
It's true, and the efforts are going on, and very soon we will see it. Gujarat has already implemented it. Gujarat has already.
Yes.
Yes. Shruti ji. Shruti ji, please say.
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Sir, when it comes to chapters, so a single Sanskrit word can be taken with multiple meanings, right, sir?
Like?
Hita. Hita means it could take good also. Like that, many words come. So, which is the best word we can assume?
That's why we need to understand with the reference. We cannot have the single word meaning and we can make it. And when you read the scripture, Shastras, that's why you need a learned and a very guided philosopher, a guide with you, how to read that Shastra with what reference. Otherwise, you will do anartha of artha, that is said. That's why when you read the Bhagavad Gita, Pujya Swamiji Maharaj says, Bhagavad Gita need to be understood in the reference of Mahabharata. When you read the Mahabharata and when you read Bhagavad Gita, then you know who is the Krishna of Mahabharata and what he said here, because it is the same Krishna. So when you read Bhagavad Gita, it should be read in the torch of Mahabharata.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. Vaidehi. Please unmute. Yes.
I am still a bit confused with manifest and unmanifest God. So can you please explain that?
There is only one God. Okay. But that unmanifest God has supreme power and he can do anything. So if he can do anything, that unmanifest God can convert himself into manifest or not? That is my question to you. And if he does not, then he is not supreme power. He is not the ultimate power. If he is ultimate, then he can do with his willing that if he wants to take some form, he can. So this is the thing. The original Brahma have no manifest form. It is unmanifest only. But that unmanifest form, when he feels like, I want to be manifest, who can stop him? Manifest means which we feel, which you can see, which we can talk with, which we can listen to. That is manifest. Okay.
So then when during the explanation, like they've like what Didi told us that I mean whoever worships the manifest Lord.
Manifest Lord worshipping is easier than unmanifest. Like if I ask you, you have to control your mana and you have to think nothing and you have to imagine nothing, you will say it is impossible. But if I say you have to control your thoughts and you have to shift it to a manifest God, you can imagine Ram, you can imagine Krishna, and you can see how beautiful he is. His hairs are so beautiful, his ornaments are so beautiful, his eyes are so beautiful. Now it is very much possible for you to distract your mind from everywhere and attract only here. So worshipping manifest is always easier than worshipping unmanifest. If I ask you, you distract your mind from everywhere and put it on nowhere. Just imagine how possible it is for you. Right?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Shri Krishna. Yes, Ramditya ji.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
First of all, Rupaliji, it was a fantastic because I really liked it because the way you were saying your face is radiant with the inner knowledge. That is really astonishing. So, and I think you have, Ashuji, you have already answered, but my question is why we start from the 12th chapter when we have that Aham Brahmasmi Atma Gyan for the first 6, 7, all these chapters from Sankhya Yoga.
See, when we read, okay, let me answer you. There are many reasons why we start from the 12th. And it is not the new thing. It is done from the ancient practice that Bhagavad Gita learning is started from the 12th chapter. Why it is done? Because 12th chapter is the smallest one, easiest one. The 20 shlokas of Anushtup Chanda, the smallest chanda, and the smallest number of chandas. So 20 shlokas, smallest shlokas, so very easier to learn. So if we give you first chapter, it has 47 shlokas, second chapter 72 shlokas, and if I ask you, learn first from first 2 chapters. So 90% of the learners will feel bored. Oh, it is so long, I cannot do it. It is so tough, I cannot do it. But when you do 20 shlokas in 10 days and another 20 in another 10, you feel like, wow, I've done 2. There are only 18. I've done 2. I will do the rest. It encourages you automatically. It is psychological. So it helps in that way. Another thing is, the first chapter is Arjuna Vishad Yoga, where Arjun tries. There is nothing very substantial in this. That is only 4 words of Bhagavad Gita, how it happened, why it happened, like a story for this. So that is the introduction part, and that has no substance to learn. So if a learner comes here and suppose he thinks that I will learn only 1 chapter, he should get Bhakti Yoga. He should not get Arjun Vishada Yoga. What is the benefit of Arjun Vishada Yoga in the life? We should have the Bhakti Yoga at least in our life. If we have Bhakti Yoga, if we don't have others, it is okay, very much okay, than having others. So having Bhakti Yoga first in our life, having a small chapter to encourage our in the life, that is a way to go Bhagavad Gita. Another thing is, when you read scriptures, it is not like a novel that you go from the page 1 to page last. It is not novel. When you read Shastras, your Guru tells, read this first, then this, then this, then this. With that krama, with that serial, you understand it in the way you cannot understand with the serial, the number serial. So that is also the way to read the scriptures. So there are 3-4 reasons. That is enough.
Absolutely, sir. No problem. We are not questioning. Just
yeah, I understand. I understand. It is a common question for the this first revision, and we are always answering.
Yeah, we are always indebted. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Vinoji.
Jai Shri Krishna, Bhaiya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
First of all, I must thank you for encouraging the sadhakas to repeat this thing, 18 chapters once again. So I have started it. I'm
nice.
doing the first chapter, level 1.
Wow,
and
wow.
I'm so amazed. I am so amazed that I hear the audios I did in the first level 1.
Right.
And I couldn't speak. There were so many mistakes. But now what is happened? Wow, when I so much excited, and I must thank you. और भैया ये है कि जो आघात वगैरह मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आता था, कैसे बोलेंगे, क्या करेंगे, लेकिन अब जैसे ऑटोमेटिक हो रहा है, अब मुझे बोलने
सही
की कोई
बात है,
नहीं हो रही है,
ऐसे ही
और
होता है।
समझ में भी जल्दी आ रहा है। तो इसके लिए मैं आपको अनेक धन्यवाद देती हूँ कि मैं फिर से ज्वाइन किया मैंने एल्बन।
Very, very nice, Vinoji. Very, very much congratulations to you that you have done it, and I अभिनंदन है आपका कि आपने एक बार लेवल 4 लेवल कंप्लीट करके दोबारा लेवल 1 ज्वाइन किया है। I congratulate you and I
और भैया मैं तो चाहती हूँ कि जीवन पर्यंत में इसको पढ़ती रहूं। 18 साल से ज्यादा तो जीवन अब नहीं रहना है। 68 की हो गई हूँ मैं, 70 की हो जाऊंगी नवंबर में, तो 18 साल बहुत है, तो शायद 18 बार कर लूं।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया।
और भैया एक चीज और मुझे जाननी है आपसे, जो आप एक सुंदर सा बैच पहनते हैं, रूपल दीदी ने भी पहन रखा है, मैं वो कहाँ से पाऊँ, मुझे बहुत
वो
इच्छा है।
उसके लिए बहुत सारा काम करना पड़ता है, ये पैसे से नहीं मिलता। गीता परिवार का
अच्छा,
कार्यकर्ता
बिना
बन के बहुत
कार्य
काम
किए
करना
नहीं,
पड़ता
मतलब उसके लिए सेवा में आना
है।
पड़ेगा।
हाँ, सेवा में आना पड़ता है, बहुत काम करना पड़ता है, तब मिलता है, वो इतना
हाँ।
आसान नहीं है।
हमारी एज में कौन सी सेवा कर पाएंगे, हम तो सब में रिजेक्टेड
अरे
है।
सब कर नहीं, अरे आप कॉलिंग टीम में जाके कॉल करिए ना, इससे बढ़िया क्या सेवा मिलेगी आपको।
अच्छा अच्छा
हाँ,
भैया, मैं ज्वाइन
प्रचारक टीम
करूँगी।
में प्रचार करिए, कॉलिंग टीम में कॉल करिए, ये काम कोई भी कर सकता है, आप भी करिए।
ओके, धन्यवाद भैया। जय जय।
जय श्री कृष्ण। रविंदर जी कहिए।
Well, how do we dedicate our actions to him? Because whatever we do, it is with some motive and expectation.
See, it cannot happen sudden. It is a path we need to reach. First, we need to decide that it is my path. I need to be humble enough, or I need to be generous enough, or I need to be kind enough to know that I am not the doer. I am just the appointed one. I am not the doer. I am not doing anything. I am just appointed one to do everything. कर प्रणाम तेरे चरणों में, लगता हूं अब तेरे काज, पालन करने को आज्ञा तब, मैं नियुक्त होता हूं आज। I am appointed here to obey your orders. I am appointed in the father's role. I am appointed in the son's role. I am appointed in the employer's role. I am appointed in an employee role. I am appointed by you and I am serving you. So when this thought get matures, then it starts happening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Ankita ji.
I'm sorry, sir. Again, I have just started Geeta, so I have a bit childish doubts. My last doubt is that what's the literary meaning of Geeta, Bhagavad Gita?
Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Śrīmad, Shri se yukta, means rich, enriched with Shri. Mad, Bhagavad, भगवान के द्वारा, by the God. Gita, गाई गई. The song sung by the divine Lord who is enriched by Shri. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Okay. Yes. P. Kolapkar ji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I would like to understand the meaning of one very important shloka and how it correlates to us. I'll read it for you. I have learned now reading Sanskrit, so I will try that. Atmanam ratinam viddhi shariram rathave matu buddhim tum sarthi viddhim manas pragrama vevacha indriyana ayani yanarhu visheshas teshu vocharan atmendriya manoyukta bhokte tyahur manishana. So
where is it from?
This is from a book. I am reading this book, Bhagavad Gita, and this is the first starting shloka.
But it is not in the Bhagavad Gita. You need to buy the Gita Praise Bhagavad Gita first. It is not in Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, it is not the Bhagavad Gita shloka, but it is in praise for the Bhagavad Gita. It starts with the last.
I have never read that slok before, so I need to understand. Yes, maybe Rupal can answer.
Yes, where this is the theory of Atman Buddhi. In this, so chariot is the Atma, Atmanam Ratham Viddhi. So Atma is as Ratha, as the chariot. Buddhi is as something. So the meaning of that shloka. You can, if you read one line, I will be giving you the answer. In chat box, you can type that shloka. Viddhi means you understand Atma as chariot. It starts from here.
I'll read one line.
Kolapkar ji, that will take a lot of time. If you type that shloka, so I will be telling that meaning in the chat box.
Sanskrit typing in chat box is like...
You can find that shloka on Google. You can find that shloka on Google.
It is available in Google.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Manmohan ji.
Yeah, my question is, who can be a true guru? I think this is a part from Gita, but it is, I'm very confused in that. So
See,
like,
for Sadguru, we have 3 parameters. If we want to opt someone as our guru, what should we see? That is a question, general question we receive often. So there are three categories we should see. First, Guru should not be self-appointed. There are so many gurus nowadays who self-proclaim themselves as a guru. Some people, I started Vivechan here, you like me, you say you are my guru, I said, okay, I am your guru. That doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. I should have the permission from my Guruji to become a guru. Until I don't have that permission, I am not eligible for being a guru. So a guru should be entitled by his guru to give the diksha. First condition. Second, is this guru parampara should be from the ancient paramparas, from some acharya parampara. Like there should be 40, 50, 100 paramparas before that he was permitted by his guru was permitted by his guru was permitted by his guru. There should be the chain, there should be a chain, and that chain should belong to the Sanatan Dharma, not by self-proclaimed guru by anywhere. Third, this guru should know the scriptures, practice the scriptures in his life, and he should talk about those scriptures, not only his ideas. Fourth, whatever he talks, it should lead us to the God's bhakti, not to Guru bhakti. There are so many gurus nowadays who lead us to, you just pray to me, you just pray me, I'll take you far, take you away from this sansara chakra. So this doesn't work. There should be 4 symptoms. First, he should be appointed by his guru. Second, it should be from some parampara, santa parampara, some acharya parampara. Third, he should know the scriptures, read the scriptures and follow the scriptures. And fourth, he should lead us to God, not to his own bhakti. So if you find these 4 principles in any guru, you should find it as a Sadguru.
Can we consider a book as a guru?
No, actually, what is the role of guru? You should understand that first. Guru is who can guide us, who can know what I am, what is my problem, what is my understanding, how much wisdom I have, and how I should reach to God, where I should start. Because we have crores and crores life of journey. So where we stand, we don't know. But a Sadguru can determine where we are standing. What we have learned in the past lives, we cannot know. But he knows that you are here. Now you have to go further from here to there. So he can guide us. By the book, you can never get that guidance. If you can get the guidance, it is fine. But practically, it is not possible to get that level guidance from a book or some unmanifest thing. So it is better to have a living guru with us who can guide us with the problem, who can tell time to time what is further path for us. When we have confusions, we can ask the questions and he can answer.
I will ask later because I'm really confused and I've been
it's okay. You don't need to decide it today. Go with this Vivechan class, and I assure you, by the 2, 3, 4, 6 months, you will have clarity of your all doubts.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Krishna. Swami ji.
Yeah, namaste, sir.
Namaste.
I have actually a confusion between these philosophies. In Bhagavad-Gītā, Shri Krishna talk about Samkhya philosophy. Now, Samkhya philosophy doesn't talk about the existence of God. It only talks about the Purusha and Prakriti. So, should we consider a God is a special Purusha, or there is a confusion? I'm seeking for the answer for that.
See, Sankhya Yoga doesn't talk exactly about God, but it talks about the actual properties of this universe. So, with the Sankhya Yoga also, you can attain the Bhagavad Prapti, you can attain that ultimate moksha. That is all possible. That is no problem. But if you want to mix so many things, you will get confused. You want to take some part of it, some part of it, some part of it. That doesn't work that way. So, if you have to go with the logics and go with the one way only, you have to understand that one way and you have to leave all other ways. We cannot walk through the train, through the air, through the bus to Delhi simultaneously. We have to leave one mode first and catch another mode then. We want to put one leg on the train and another leg on the airplane. That will not work. So similarly, if you want to consider Sankhya Yoga as your path, then you have to leave all other paths. And then when you will have only one path, then there will be no confusion.
That is the thing, like I'm getting confused, like whenever I'm learning about the different thing like Sankhya, Yoga and Gita, so I'm getting confused.
Learn different things. But by learning so many things, you will get the clarity what is for you. All the paths are fine. But you can reach Delhi by train or aeroplane or by bus or by car or by walking. It's true. All you can reach all the ways. But what is good for me, that I have to select, and that I can know by going all the way. So when we study all the things, all the modes, I know that going by the airplane is not possible for me. I have got not much money with me. I don't have that much finance arrangements, so I cannot go by the aeroplane. I have to choose bus or train. Then I choose that the going in the bus give me the sickness. So by the train it is better. So I choose the train. So that way, I knowing other modes, I choose my way. That is the only thing.
Thank you very much, Sajna. Today I got the exact answer. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Sameer ji.
जय श्री कृष्ण आशु भाई, और बहुत अच्छा एक्सप्लेनेशन रूपल दीदी ने भी दिया। एक थोड़ा सा ये पूछना था, जैसे इस 12वें अध्याय में भक्ति योग में जो सगुण साकार स्वरूप को अगर हम देखें तो कौन से ऐसे श्लोक है जिसमें ये पता चलता है कि हमें जो मन और बुद्धि का निवेश, जैसे योगी लोग अनन्य भाव से करते हैं तो वो भी योग है। अगर अक्षर ब्रह्म में देखें तो सगुण साकार भक्ति के किन श्लोकों में ऐसा हमें पता चलता है कि भगवान के सगुण साकार स्वरूप में हमें ध्यान लगाना है क्या? क्योंकि यथारूप गीता और बहुत से अलग अलग वर्जन हैं जिसमें कई जगह गीता जी के श्लोकों का जो एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया जाता है उसमें कहीं ऐसा
बहुत अंतर दिखता है आपको।
तो ये थोड़ा सा मैं
इसके लिए आप गीता प्रेस की साधक संजीवनी पढ़ेंगे तो आपके सभी साधक संजीवनी, राम सुखदास जी महाराज की साधक संजीवनी अगर आप पढ़ेंगे तो आपको अन्य किसी को भी पढ़ने की आवश्यकता नहीं रहेगी और आपको जो उत्तर मिलेंगे वो शास्त्र शुद्ध मिलेंगे। बाकी सब में अपने अपने विचार है, वो गलत है ऐसी बात नहीं है, लेकिन वो सबके अपने अपने हैं, शास्त्रों के कम हैं। तो जब सगुण भक्ति के लिए स्वामी राम सुखदास जी महाराज की टीका वो सर्वश्रेष्ठ है। इसी प्रकार निर्गुण भक्ति के लिए पढ़ना हो तो शंकर भाष्य सबसे अच्छा माना जाता है। तो शंकर भाष्य पढ़ना और सगुण भक्ति के लिए साधक संजीवनी पढ़ना ये सबसे उत्तम उपाय है। तो ये करने से वो आपकी जो शंकाएं हैं वो दूर हो सकती है। और गीता में एक स्थान पर नहीं है, अनेक स्थानों पर है। भगवान ने कहा पत्रम पुष्पम फलम तोयम यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति। अरे मुझे पत्र पुष्प फूल कोई अर्पण करता है, मैं प्रेम से प्रकट होकर खाता हूँ। अब इससे ज्यादा उदाहरण क्या लेंगे? तो ऐसी बहुत सारी बातें हम लोग को मिल ही जाती है। और जो आपने कंफ्यूजन वाली बात की उसके लिए आप साधक संजीवनी पढ़े तो आपके सब उत्तर शांत हो जाएंगे।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
निशा जी।
Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I want to ask just one question, that there is any technique or idea for memorizing shloks?
Yes. How many Bollywood songs you remember? So many, right? And how did you remember? You didn't practice it much. You just listened to it for many times. So listening Bhagavad Gita for many times make you remember it. So when you wake up in the morning, your morning alarm should be the audios we sent in Rishavana Kaki audio. When you go to morning walk, you listen to that. When you take bath, when you cook food, when you do the home course, all our Bhagavad Gita shloks are playing in the background in the voice we can listen. When we sleep even, we can play it in the slow voice and it will go in the subconscious mind. So listening to it more and more time, the most of the time we can listen to it. And when you sit in the puja in morning, in your morning prayers, just take a Bhagavad Gita book or the printouts we sent in your hand and try to speak it without watching it. Try to recite the shlokas from your memory. And if you forget, you open the page and you see. You try again, you forget, you open and see. By this way, you will start learning Bhagavad Gita in 20 days. memorizing it in 20 days. Okay. Yes, Shri Krishna. Niharji.
Sir, Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Yes,
Sir, I have a request to you regarding Sanskrit language, sir. Like the Sanskrit is, I think, the most evolved language in the world, but it's very difficult to learn because there is no access to this language. Like in Duolingo also, I am learning 2-3 languages, but I want to learn Sanskrit genuinely, but there is no way by which I can learn it, sir. So
there are many ways you can learn. There is Sanskrit Bharati. It is an organization, and you can have the free Bhagavad-Gītā, free Sanskrit learning courses from Sanskrit Bharati. So you can find it there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Parvati ji.
Jai Shri Krishna. First of all, thank you very much, Rupal Didi, for the beautiful talk. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I just have one question. When you were talking, one of the gentlemen raised the question about Guru, how to identify. And one of the things you said is he should have the parampara. So that, doesn't it restrict it to certain people?
Why it is restricted? I am free to do my uddhara. Nobody asked me to do but if I want to do others uddhara, then I should have some clearance from somebody. You cannot be a school teacher without any license, without any exams, without any appointment. You can read it anywhere, but if you want to teach, you should have that authority. If you are not authorized, what you will teach? Who will take the claim of that?
So my question is, when you say parampara, does it have to go back in generations?
Yes.
Or you can have just one guru, and then he can say, okay, you're ready to be a guru.
But that guru should also be from that channel. Na? He should be appointed from his guru. His guru should be appointed from his. Then only it works. There's a better. Otherwise, there are so many proclaimed guru who is doing so much rubbish. You know it better.
Yes.
You are seeing on the TV channels and everywhere. Anyone wear this Bhagava Vastra and he become guru. They are not gurus.
Yeah, no.
Cannot be.
Thank you very much. So you cleared my doubts. Thank you.
Thank you. Bhima Shankar ji. Bhima Shankar ji is not here. Subha ji.
Jai Pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Rupal ji gave a beautiful explanation about Arjuna. So I want to know what are the 26 qualities of Arjuna who made him deserving for this Gita Upadesam? How did Krishna
that you will listen to that you will listen in the chapter 16 explanation. Abhayam Sattva Sangshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti. So when you will reach to chapter 16, these 26 qualities will be explained. And Arjuna had that only 26 qualities. It is not true. Arjuna had many. Those 26 are told by Krishna that these are the Daiviya Guna, and Arjuna, you have it all. So in that regard, you are correct. And we will talk about it in the 16th chapter interpretation.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Preeti ji.
To you and
Yes, Preeti ji.
Thank you very much for this briefing session. I have one question about the Guru. As you said, does it necessarily have to be a living person? Because there are so many Gurus, who are not there. I mean, we could not be so blessed to seek their presence. So cannot follow them. And I also want to know, is it mandatory to have a Guru to reach Lord Krishna? I mean, I completely believe that Lord Krishna is the one and is the eternal and from our childhood. Okay.
How much it is possible for you to pick a chemistry book and understand it by all yourself? How you think it is possible?
Understanding, I'm taking the help. Like for example, I have joined this class, right? And I'm what you say, Shravan, okay? Which I'm doing.
No, what you should Shravan? What Shravan you should do? How you know? What you should read? What you should listen? Where you should go? Who will tell you?
But I'm attending the classes, like example.
How you will know that you are doing whatever you are doing is the fastest way or the slowest way of your journey? You are doing the right things. I am not distracting you. I am just telling you that if you are doing this way, you cannot be ensured that you are doing the best. But if you have that learned man over you, you can tell that you are doing the right thing, and you should not do this first. That can accelerate your journey in the way you cannot imagine. So, for learning a small subject like chemistry, physics, and everything, we need a teacher. And for learning the ultimate knowledge, we think we can learn it by our own. That is only a joke. We cannot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Shrisha, please say.
Sir, Yetvaksharama Nirdesham is there, no, sir? That meaning what, sir?
Where you cannot point out. If you want to say something, sometimes we point out. There he is. But this unmanifest God, you cannot point out to him. Anirdeshyam, you cannot point at him. There he is. That is unmanifest God. Okay? राहुल जी
जी
आपका म्यूट हो गया फिर से.
जय
श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्ण भैया. भैया ये तीसरा श्लोक है, ये त्वक्षरम निर्देश्यम. इसमें कुछ जगह तो आघात का स्पष्ट अपने को ध्यान में आता है प्रभाव, जैसे ये त्वक्षरम अपन मिलाकर बोलते हैं, अव्यक्तम ये भी. परंतु बहुत सारी जगह ऐसी है जहां पर आघात का चिन्ह है, परंतु अपने को उसका कुछ प्रभाव ध्यान में नहीं आता, जैसे सर्वत्र, कूटस्थ.
सर्वत्र देखो, मैं आघात के साथ बोलता हूँ, बिना आघात के बोलता हूँ. सर्वत्र, सर्वत्र फर्क आ गया
जी. जैसे कूटस्थ,
कूटस्थ, कूटस्थ आघात का डिफरेंस आया. तो हर जगह पर आघात का डिफरेंस उतना ही ज्यादा आता है ऐसी बात नहीं है. कहीं पर वो हल्का सुनाई देता है, कहीं मध्यम सुनाई देता है, कहीं ज्यादा सुनाई देता है, लेकिन आता है.
जैसे आसक्त,
आसक्त, आसक्त
थोड़ा सा टाइम ज्यादा लग रहा है, ऐसा क्या?
हाँ, देखो आघात का अर्थ होता है द्वित्व. वहां पर उस अक्षर को डबल करना. डबल का मतलब एग्जैक्टली डबल नहीं, थोड़ा जोर करना, उस अक्षर पे जोर लाना. वो जोर लाने से अगले वर्ण का उच्चारण सहज होता है. आघात की प्रक्रिया उस उच्चारण की शुद्धता को बढ़ाने के लिए, हम जो अक्षर पे आघात देते हैं उसके अगले अक्षर का उच्चारण शुद्धता से हो पाता है. अगर जहां पर आघात आ रहा, आप आघात नहीं देंगे तो अगले अक्षर का उच्चारण में लोप आता है, उसमें उतनी शुद्धता से उच्चारण नहीं आता
जी. जो अक्षर, जो वर्ण आधा है वो क्लियर हो जाता है उससे.
हाँ.
कुछ स्थानों पर तो वो द्वित्व वाला, जैसे डबल अपन बोल रहे हैं, वो प्रभाव ध्यान में आता है. लेकिन कुछ स्थानों पर वो हो नहीं पाता.
अब नहीं, वो होने ही नहीं है. कुछ स्थानों पर वो कम होगा, कुछ में मध्यम होगा, कुछ में ज्यादा होगा. ऐसी उसकी प्रकृति है, ऐसे ही होना चाहिए.
परंतु उसमें फिर क्या बताएं, कुछ साधक पूछते हैं तो जैसे मैं
नहीं, ऐसे ही बतलाना कि वो सभी स्थानों पर एक जैसा नहीं आता. कहीं पर वो हल्का आता है, कहीं पे मध्यम आता है, कहीं पे ज्यादा आता है. ऐसे ही वो, ये उसकी नेचुरल प्रक्रिया है. वही नेचुरल रखना है. हमको उसको जबरदस्ती इन्फोर्स नहीं करना है, उससे तो चरण बिगड़ जाएगा. वो नेचुरल जितना स्वाभाविक आता है वही आना चाहिए.
धन्यवाद भैया. जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्ण. सुप्रिया जी, you can remove your hands free. We cannot listen to you. You can remove your hands free from your mobile. No, we cannot listen to you. Remove the hands free from your mobile and you will be audible enough. Yes. Now you can speak.
Yes, sir. Why only Lord Krishna has selected Arjuna, and why not others, four from the Pandavas? It is because of that qualities, right? And like, why not other four? Like, they don't have these qualities. Or
they don't have is not the matter. See, when you have something very special, you choose the most special to gift it to, right? You have some very, very special gift. You keep it to yourself for years and you search that when I will find the most special person, I'll gift it to him. So Krishna also kept this Bhagavad Gita for 89 years with him. And after 89 years, when he when he believed that Arjuna is the best one to whom I can gift it, he gifted it. So it is something so sacred, so special. So he cannot gift it to everyone. So he gifted it to the best one. So Arjuna, he is the best in many regards and is most lovable to Krishna also.
Okay, sir. And like, is there any other person on the earth at that time who has the same qualities as of Arjuna?
No. If you ask me, I am so much big fan of Arjuna, I cannot agree to this. See, there were so many great people at those time also, like Mishmacharya was the great one, Vidurji was a very great one, and this Yudhishthira was a very great one. Arjuna, so there was, but Arjuna has no match. He is greatest in all. Yes, Savita ji.
Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Sir, just tell me, your Gita is from the Gita Press, Gorakhpur?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
No,
Thank you,
no,
sir.
this class is not from Gita Press Gorakhpur. I told about.
I just want to know about the holy book. Gita book is from
Yes.
Gita Press,
You should buy from the Gita Press Gorakhpur. That is the most pure pronunciation printed, the most pure printed copy of Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Rohini ji.
जय श्री कृष्ण।
Jai Shri Krishna.
मुझे ये पूछना था कि ये जो सेशंस है अर्थ विवेचन के, will they be available in regional languages like Marathi?
नहीं, रीजनल में नहीं है, अभी हिंदी और इंग्लिश में ही है। उसके पीडीएफ आपको विवेचन के वो रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस में मिलेंगे, उसके रिटन पीडीएफ आपको मिलेंगे, ठीक है। यस अनिका, अगेन unmute please.
Yes, sir. Sir, as Supriya Didi asked you that why he only shared to Arjun, and you said it was that secretive that he only shared to Arjun. Why are we all learning Gita right now?
Not secret. I said sacred.
What is that supposed to mean?
No, I said not secret. It was sacred. I said sacred. Pavitra.
So, if Gita was that special, Krishna ji kept it for 89 years to expose the Gita to Arjun. Why are we currently learning about it?
Because by keeping Arjuna in center, Krishna told it for all of us. But he want to keep that favorite person in the mid to tell it to us.
Wanted that. Did he wanted that Arjun should teach Gita, like not teach Gita?
No.
Like,
Arjun should be the medium to listen to it to all.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. आज बार आ रहे रानादित्य जी, रानादित्य जी.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Just one question. I was just going through it. You see, Bhagavan Uvachu क्यों बोलते हैं? Why not Shri Krishna Uvachu?
बहुत अच्छा प्रश्न है. In whole Mahabharata, whenever there is a whatever Krishna told, Vedavyas is written Krishna Uvacha, Kesha Uvacha, Vasudeva Uvacha, in whole Mahabharata, except these 700 shlokas. In all 1 lakh shlokas, whenever Krishna is spoken, he wrote Vasudeva Uvacha, Krishna Uvacha. Here, when Krishna is talking, he is not talking as Krishna. He is talking as a Parabrahma. So when he say Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, it doesn't mean you go to Bhakti of Krishna. Whatever form you are worshipping in, that is me. That is I am. That is why Bhagavan Uvacha, not Krishna Uvacha. Satchidananda Rupal, yes. Yes, Dr. Vaidehi ji.
Sorry, just one more thing. Whenever I need the explanation of the all the shlokas, is it important to remember all the explanations word by word, or is it fine if it is understood even as one shloka?
No, you are asking about the Sanskrit shlokas or the meanings? What you want to ask?
I'm asking about the meanings. So if I'm learning, if I have to know the meaning.
About the meanings, it is like the medicine in the chemist shop. All the medicines in the chemist shop, there can be thousands of varieties or the types of medicines there. It is not for every patient, every medicine for every patient. There is one particular medicine for every one patient. But what medicine is for me, it should be taught by doctors. Okay, so in Bhagavad Gita also, in 700 shlokas, Krishna told about so many things. He talked about so many varieties of people, varieties of likings, varieties of utilities. So not everything is there for me, but I need to know what is all there, and then I can choose it from some wisdom guidance, that what is there for me, which tablet is for my problem, my disease, which can cure me, which can help me. Okay.
Okay, because word by word it will be, I think, a bit difficult.
No, it will not be difficult if you will start loving it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Bhavin ji. Yes, Bhavin ji.
नमस्ते सर, जय श्री कृष्ण। मेरा नाम अजय है, मेरे बेटे का नाम भाविन है।
कोई बात नहीं।
तो मुझे आपसे ये प्रश्न था कि आपने कुछ देर पहले बोला कि अर्जुन सबसे मेरा फेवरेट है, पर एक बात मुझे समझ में नहीं आई। आज हम जब भी पूजा करते हैं जो भी भगवानों की, उसमें अर्जुन का रूप कौन सा है?
अर्जुन भगवान के रूप में नहीं जन्मे हैं, अर्जुन शिष्य के रूप में जन्मे हैं।
देखो, तो दो अलग उनको हम उनकी भक्ति या उनको स्मरण नहीं करते हैं पूरी अपनी लाइफ में?
नहीं, क्यों नहीं करते? हमारा अभी बाल संस्कार शिविर चल रहा है उत्तर प्रदेश में। हमने उस शिविर का टाइटल रखा है अर्जुन भव, अर्जुन बनो। हम बच्चों को कहते हैं तुम अर्जुन बनो।
समझो कि हम तो हमारी लाइफ में अभी तक तो हमने मतलब 40 इयर्स में अभी तक ऐसा कुछ मतलब सुमिरन ही नहीं किया।
देखो हमारे पास जब अल्टीमेट एग्जाम्पल्स होते हैं तो हम लोगों को हम सीधा अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, तुम ही ब्रह्म हो, तुम ही भगवान हो, ऐसी प्रेरणा दी जाती है। तो लाइफ का अल्टीमेट एम अर्जुन बनना नहीं है, लाइफ का अल्टीमेट एम तो कृष्ण बन जाना है। और इसलिए हम कृष्ण के उपासक बनते हैं, हम कृष्ण की भक्ति करते हैं। लेकिन हमको इंस्पिरेशन लेना पड़ता है स्टार्टिंग में अर्जुन से, फिर अर्जुन से इंस्पिरेशन लेकर हम कृष्ण तक पहुंच सकते हैं।
कैसे उन्होंने मतलब कृष्ण की बातों को सुन के जो समझ करी जीवन में?
शिष्य के रूप में अर्जुन उदाहरण है, एक आदर्श है। और इसलिए हम कैसे शिष्य बने, हम कैसे प्रश्नकर्ता बने, हम कैसे योग्य शिष्य बने कि हमको कृष्ण जैसा उपदेशक मिल सके। तो इसलिए इसके लिए हमको अर्जुन जैसा शिष्य बनना पड़ता है। लेकिन हमारा उद्देश्य शिष्य बन के रह जाना नहीं है। हमारी सनातन परंपरा तो अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, मैं ही परब्रह्म हूं, हमको वहां तक ले जाती है। ठीक है,
समझ। थैंक यू।
गीतांजलि जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
I have a question. Why yoga is added to every chapter?
Yoga doesn't mean these yogasanas you see nowadays. Yogasana is the one part of a very small part of that whole yoga. Yoga means get joined. When you get attached to something, that is yoga. So when we get attached to God in any form, that is yoga. So Arjun Vishad Yoga, Arjun दुख के रूप से भी भगवान से जुड़ गया। Arjun become attached with his sorrows, so it became Arjun Vishad Yoga. Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Karma Sannyas Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So by any mean we get attached to the God, it becomes yoga.
Thank you. I got my.
Yes, Naresh Thapar ji, last question you should take. Naresh Thapar ji, please unmute. Unmute yourself, please.
My question is that in between Karan and Arjun, who was superior?
There is no comparison like Karan and Arjun. Karan was nowhere and he stand nowhere as Arjuna, neither in the qualities, neither in the bravery. So Karan chosen Duryodhana. He was in so bad deeds with the Duryodhana. If I want to tell you, there are so many stories. He had only one quality of dana, for the giving nature in his life. Rest all he spoiled by being with Duryodhana. And by doing this enviness with the Pandavas, he destroyed himself. Yeah, and he lost a battle to Arjuna many times, not one, many times. In Draupadi Swayamvar, he lost with Arjuna. In Virat Yuddha, he lost with the Arjuna. In Gandharva Prasanga, he lost with the Gandharva. Then Arjuna saved him. So he lost many times. And Arjuna never lost any battle in his life. So there is no comparison between Arjuna and Karna. Karna is very negative energy. And Arjuna is the superior positive energy. He fought with the Mahadeva, Bhagavan Shiva. And Bhagavan Shiva get pleased with Arjuna. 10 days, Lord Shiva fought with Arjuna. 10 days. And he couldn't defeat Arjuna. And then Lord Shiva gave him Pashupitastra. When in Khandavan Prasanga, Indra with all Devatas came to fight Arjuna. They fought for months and they couldn't defeat Arjuna. So that is Arjuna. And this Karna, he was defeated by Gandharvas. He has no skill like Arjuna. And when you will read Mahabharata, not this B.R. Chopra Mahabharata, when you will read original Mahabharata, you will find Karna is, you will never like him. You will never like him. when you see this B.R. Chopra version of Karna, then you start feeling like he was also having some. But when you will read the original scripture, Karna has no space in it.
We have one more question from chat box. From Charulata ji, that whose bhakti we should do, Sadguru's bhakti or God's bhakti? As many people say, we should have at least one guru in our life.
We should do God's bhakti only. But when we start seeing God in our Sadguru also, it is all fine. We can do it. But we have to do bhakti of Lord only, Lord only, Lord only. We start seeing Lord in my Guru. That is more good thing. That is all good. We can edit.
On behalf of Geeta Parivar, I extend my deep gratitude to Ashubhaiya and Rupal Didi for an enriching session. It has been a marvelous experience listening to you impart your deep knowledge of scripture and its application in our life. On behalf of Geeta Parivar, a sincere thanks also goes out to the technical team for their boundless service in making the session a grand success. We now invite Bhumika Yelme Ji, MBA in Finance from Amravati, Maharashtra, for the closing prayer. Sir, Bhumika has been with Geeta Parivar since 2021, learning in L4 and serving as GC Tech as well as in the examination and communication departments. Welcome, Bhumika Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vrajapriyam Dharma Samstapakam Virang Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, Bhumika Didi, for this melodious prayer. We would like to thank each and every one of you Geeta Sadhaks for attending this evening session. We look forward to meeting you once again next week for another exciting session. Jai Shri Krishna.